Welcome back to your program, The Digest. Today we are digesting and analyzing sleep. This is a follow-up to the miracles performed by Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa on thousands of people who had insomnia, who could not sleep. And after the ministration, their sleep pattern changed and they were able to sleep. The other thing which surprised me was when he declared or when he sent the command to people to sleep, people slept in an instant. I am a surgeon by profession and I work in theaters, and the people who assist us or who we work together with are anesthetists or anesthesiologists. They assist us with induction of anesthesia and maintenance of anesthesia so that we can operate comfortably without any hindrances. And I've asked them, what is the fastest working anesthetic drug? How long does it take to work? And they told me there is a time lag between the giving of the injection and its working. Or if they are going to use inhalational anesthesia or anesthesia which one has to breathe through his nostrils, it takes even a number of seconds or minutes, maybe a minute or two before it starts working. One of the commonly known anesthetic drugs is propofol. We know propofol from one of the well-known icons in the music, Michael Jackson. He died because of this drug. It's a very, very potent anesthetic drug, and we use it here in Zimbabwe. And I've noticed before or as soon as they give this drug called propofol, they ask the patient to count 1 to 20 or 1 to 30. And you know what? As the patient is starting to count, by the time they get to 20, the drug will start working. So it takes a number of seconds before it starts working, and yet it's a very, very potent anesthetic drug. But as the man of God was just declaring to these people, they were sleeping in less than 5 seconds. In an instant, in a second or two, one was already snoring away. And to me, I was just wondering, what kind of drug is this? What kind of medication is this? It was just so amazing. It's so amazing, people of God. You know, naturally, when one wants to sleep, you go through a number of phases. You start by feeling tired. You start stretching your hands. You start yawning and doing all those things. But with this kind of sleep, it was just an accelerated fast track. There were no such processes. One would just fall down and would sleep in an instant. And another thing that surprised me was when these people were woken up, they couldn't remember. They were saying, you know, I was just sleeping. I didn't know I was in church. Some could even explain to us the dreams which they were dreaming. You know, it's not easy for one just to fall into sleep and start dreaming. As we'll be discussing, you'll learn that when one goes to sleep, there are certain stages which you pass through. There is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And in stage 4, that's when one begins to have dreams. But these people, I don't know how the man of God was able to fast track all those stages of sleep so that within seconds, they were able to dream dreams. It's so amazing what the power of God is doing through Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. And furthermore, on follow-up of these people, a few days after the ministration, they were telling us that they were able to sleep peacefully at home. Some of them previously had been sleeping for just 2 or 3 hours, and that was all. But after this ministration, they were saying, you know what? For these past 3 days, I'm sleeping like a baby. I've been able to sleep for 8 solid hours. Do you know what? It's so amazing. They were saying, I'm now peaceful, I'm calm, and even some who had medical conditions, they were solved after this ministration by the man of God. It's so amazing, people of God. In UFI, we are a big, big church. There were thousands and thousands and thousands of people in that service. And what was amazing is these people who were sleeping, they were sleeping irrespective of the roars and the noises from these thousands and thousands of people. There was music playing, There were people ululating, people clapping their hands, people shouting. But these people were sleeping peacefully, irrespective of the noises which were surrounding them. And to wake them up was also even a big problem and a big challenge. It was difficult to wake them up. And some, it's so amazing, some were even sleeping while they were in the choir. You know, the choir is one of the noisiest places in our church, but some were just slumped down and sleeping, despite the fact that the instruments, the musical instruments were surrounding them. It's so amazing what the power of God does. It gives you sleep, or it gives you peace in the midst of all the different challenges. You just relax and you sleep. You know, it reminds me of Peter in the book of Acts, when he was supposed to be beheaded by Herod. The word of God says while he was in prison, he slept, and he was fastened to the two guards who were there, but he was able to sleep. And I was wondering, how was he able to do that? I only understood it after the ministration of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, that God can give you peace and sleep, even in the midst of whatever situation, whatever is surrounding you, God will give you peace. You know, on that day, as the man of God was ministering, I wonder if there were many people who were able to understand the great work that the man of God was doing. Because there are so many benefits which we derive from having a peaceful sleep. Do you know that up to 30% of adults battle to get sleep? 30%. It's almost 1 in every 3 adults has got a problem sleeping. And because of lack of sleep or these sleep disorders, economies worldwide are losing lots of monies. In Australia, for example, $5.1 billion is used annually by people trying to find remedies so that they can be able to sleep. So you can see it's a very big thing. There are now even sleep institutes which help people so that they can sleep. So it's not a mean thing which Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa was doing. It's actually a big thing. As you'll be following this program, you will discover that there are so many benefits which we derive from being able to sleep. For many years, scientists have been trying to explain why we sleep. They've found a number of reasons why we sleep, but still to them, it's still a mystery. What happens when you sleep? Where does your mind go? Where does your intellect go when you sleep? It's still a mystery. Though scientists have discovered a few things, there are still so many things which we don't know about sleep, and many theories have been put forward. But however, the benefits of sleep are clear for many to see. Have you ever wondered, when you sleep, you see pictures, you hear sounds, you can even see colors? And it's so amazing, people of God, because when you're sleeping, your eyes are closed. And yet when you wake up, you tell us, you know what, I was in this place and I was wearing a green t-shirt. How did you see that green t-shirt when your eye was closed? Sleep is a mystery. Up to now, not many people can explain it, but the benefits are clear for everyone to see. What the scientists have discovered is when you are awake, there's a substance which starts to accumulate in the brain, in the neurons, or in the cells of the brain, called adenosine. And as it accumulates, it reaches to a certain amount, and it causes you to become tired. It causes you to feel sleepy. And as you sleep, that adenosine starts to get cleared off the brain. So adenosine is the agent which induces sleep. And did you know that drugs like caffeine, which is found in coffee, is almost similar to adenosine? What caffeine does is it goes into the brain cells and it displaces adenosine. So that's why coffee makes you feel awake. Do you know that when you want to sleep, sometimes if you take a cup or two of strong coffee, you all of a sudden become more alert because adenosine has been displaced by caffeine. So this is one of the things that the scientists have discovered pertaining to sleep. And as you sleep, you go through many different stages. Scientists have discovered and described about 4 stages of sleep. There is the first stage which you go into. That first stage, you sleep very lightly. You are not yet into deep sleep. It's easy to wake you up when you're in that stage. And then you go into the second stage as the depth of the sleep is increasing. And then third stage is when you go into the deep sleep and it becomes very difficult to wake you up. After that third stage, there is a stage called the rapid eye movement stage. During this stage, you are now a bit lighter. Your eyes start to move rapidly, your eyelids. And this is called rapid eye movement stage. And it is in this stage that you dream dreams. Rapid eye movement, one has dreams. And one can have 3, 4, 5 of these stages in one night where you're going to dream dreams. And it's easy to wake one up when he's in that stage of rapid eye movement. That's why sometimes you find that when you sleep and you start dreaming, when somebody wakes you up, you are quick to wake up. And you can tell somebody that, you disturbed me. I was doing this and this and this and this. It's because you were in that rapid eye movement stage. And it's a light sleep, and it's easy to wake one up from that stage. And it's also easy for one to remember his dreams because that's a light sleep. So after the break, we are continuing to discuss on the benefits of sleep. So please don't go away. Stay tuned to your program, The Digest.